Hello, my name is Anna Denise and welcome to my YouTube channel. So this is going to be my first video of many that I am going to post, and I am going to be very transparent about my journey, such as the things I had to overcome, my writer's block, my goals, and I would also like to touch on my sales and income for each month. Before we get into that, I want to tell you a little bit more of a backstory. So I published my first book September of 23. That is my debut book, His Crazy Obsession. And as of right now, I have 4 complete books out, and they are 2 series. His Crazy Obsession, let me show you. His Crazy Obsession and His Unstable Obsession. That is a complete series, as well as my second series, Dangers in Love and Lost in Love. So this video, I kind of want to touch on my sales for January and February. I know. I just started this YouTube channel though, so I do want to backtrack. I'm going to do January 25 and February 25. Being very transparent, and no, I do not make enough to write full-time yet. I'm hoping that comes, but if it doesn't, I'm still fine with writing. I'm not writing for the financial aspect. I write because I love to create stories and to share my work with others. So for January, I actually had a lot more sales than I planned, because one of my goals that I had for the year of 2025 was to sell 1,000 books. In order for me to sell 1,000 books, that would be like 83 or 84 books a month. Well, for the month of January, I sold 198 books. So I sold 91 His Crazy Obsession series. And at the time in January, I did not have Lost in Love out. Lost in Love did not come out until February. So the remaining amount of 16 was for Dangers in Love. Now my income for the month of January was $1,074.22. So I actually surpassed my goal of selling at least 83 books. I'm so surprised I almost sold 200 books. I was 2 books short, but you know what? I love it. So for my platforms that I sell on, I actually sell on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, and I sell on TikTok. Now, the majority of my books sales did come from TikTok. I sold 160 books on TikTok alone. So the other 38 came from Amazon and Barnes & Noble. So we're going to move on to February sales. Now February sales, they were not as plentiful as January, but I still did exceed my 83 books for the month. I sold 131 books in February. I sold 54 His Crazy Obsession books. I sold 50 His Unstable Obsession books. And I did release Lost in Love at the very end of February. I released on February 25th. So I was able to sell 17 Dangers in Love, and I sold 10 Lost in Love. Now, out of the 131 books, I sold 105 books on TikTok. TikTok is a great platform. I have reached a lot of my readers on there, and I'm hoping I can reach a lot of my readers on here on YouTube. I want to tell you what the earnings was for February. I earned $722.38. So no, I am not a full-time author. I have a full-time job, and writing is actually my part-time gig that I do because I love it. But I mean, hopefully one day I feel like I can get to the point where I can write full-time. I would love for that to happen. But thank you so much for tuning into my first YouTube video. I know it might not be the best, but I'm working on it. And I will see you next month with March update for the sales and revenue. Bye.